Hey, go back to the country you fled. You ain't gonna do shit. You ain't gonna...
The recent UFC press conference witnessed an atmosphere that can only be described as volcanic, as tension and violent altercations prevailed from the very first moments Khamzat Chimaev and Sean Strickland stepped onto the stage. It wasn't merely a display of strength. It devolved into a fierce war of words filled with personal insults and provocations that touched upon each other's cultural and athletic backgrounds. This left the environment so charged that the fans in attendance felt the fight might break out days before its official date. Events took a dramatic turn during the face-off, where both parties lost control of their nerves. The verbal sparring escalated into violent physical shoving and a brief scuffle. Security personnel and UFC President Dana White were forced to intervene with all their might to separate them amidst the roars of the excited crowd.
Me? I don't know. I never seen some good wrestlers. Think about it. Imagine DDP takes him down like 10 times.
I mean, dude, submissions are fucking gay, dude. It's like, they're fucking gay. Like, I'm sad that I have to potentially deal with a guy who wants to dry hump my leg. It's, but I'm also never really in a position to, for guys to do submissions, right? Like, I don't want to go on my back, you know? I'm not into that.
Ну, ты же понимаешь.
Who he fought kind of me? I don't know. I never seen some good wrestlers. Think about it. Imagine DDP takes him down like 10 times. And if I try to take somebody down, there is salam alaikum.
Что этот болтун слишком много болтает, ничего такого там. Счет через 100 человек, как подраться, чтобы там баллов. Так, я много...
Ну, это ты сейчас говоришь, что ничего не будет, но эмоции же могут взять верх.
Эмоции, что клетки покажем свои.
Но очень хочешь, чтобы этот бой состоялся просто, и поэтому я говорю.
Конечно, я пришел зарабатывать деньги, это моя работа. Мы уже давно перепрыгнули это. Профессионалист, сейчас пытаемся быть профессиональным спортсменом.
С холодной головой подходить.
Ну, не знаю, холодное, не холодное, но зарабатывать-то надо.
Да.
Надеюсь, что он выйдет в клетку. Надеюсь, мы оба хорошо все сделаем. Становимся оба хорошо, и оба будем заряжены на бой. И надеюсь, что красивый бой для вас покажем.
Вот, этого и жду.
There's a belief among the critics.
This moment reflected the sheer magnitude of the hatred and genuine rivalry between them, making this bout one of the most anticipated matchups in the history of the middleweight division. Regarding preparations, Khamzat Chimaev entered his training camp with an undefeated fighting spirit, relying on his aggressive wrestling style and relentless pressure. Chimaev, who was born in the Republic of Chechnya and raised in a harsh environment that taught him resilience before later moving to Sweden and then the UAE, possesses a terrifying history in the organization. He has achieved dominant and rapid victories that turned him into the boogeyman everyone fears, backed by immense physical power and exceptional grappling techniques.
That if you can't do it, meaning slowing down Khamzat Chimaev's wrestling, nobody can in this division. Do you feel like that's an accurate take?
God. If I can't do it, just delete the UFC. I mean, who wants to watch this guy go dry hump everybody for? Yeah, if I can't do it, just delete the UFC, guys. You don't want to see this anymore. You have this no personality, unlikable dog as a champion. We don't need that.
Strickland is the last hope. He is the last line of defense between the martial arts community and having to watch Chimaev for the next period of time. And I remember warning the UFC. I remember it being in 2012, sitting with Kenny Florian doing UFC Tonight, warning the UFC of the Russian invasion.
On the other side, Sean Strickland prepared for this confrontation with his usual style, which relies on war of attrition and direct boxing. Strickland, the son of the United States who grew up in difficult family circumstances in California, represents the fight for survival school of thought. His history is filled with wars inside the cage, and he proved his worth to the world when he pulled off a massive upset to capture the championship title previously, confirming that his mental and physical endurance is his strongest weapon against any opponent. Both champions boast records full of titles and achievements. Chimaev rose like a rocket through the UFC rankings without tasting defeat for years, breaking records for the fewest strikes absorbed. Meanwhile, Strickland, the veteran fighter, has fought dozens of bouts and secured victories over legendary names, crowning his career with the middleweight belt, which he now aspires to reclaim to solidify his name as one of the legends of the sport. Both fighters are bound
is don't give him the
Won't fight me. If he goes against one of his 10 friends to try to fight me, you know, they're in line to lose a lot of fucking money. But again, you know, this is again why we go back to Chimaev, and I say he doesn't have dignity. When in my life would you ever hear me say, I'm going to jump you, or my friends are going to jump you, or my religion's going to jump you, or I'm going to do this? It's like, dude, you just act like a fucking coward. Like, this is why I didn't want to say, you're a dog, bro. I would never say that. If I have an issue with somebody, do you think to his fans, do you think my fans would ever jump
to the UFC by massive professional contracts that reflect their high market and athletic value? These contracts are not just numbers, they are a commitment to engage in major fights that grab global headlines. The organization is betting on the contrasting charisma between the two to drive viewership.
You know, because my fans have
He's always been around the top of the division. Not scared of anybody at all. I think that he could use his unorthodox striking, and hopefully he's definitely going to come in really fit. So he just needs to keep getting up, keep not showing Khamzat that he can hold him on the floor. I think it all comes down to like first couple of grappling exchanges. If Strickland can keep getting up, I think maybe we'll start to see Khamzat slow down a little bit, because we've seen that in other fights before. Strickland can win by jabbing him and putting him on the end of the awkward shots and tiring him out and putting him on the back foot.
I've got a feeling on you,
I just got to know, man, from your breakdown in your mind, how do you feel like that fight's going to go?
I think Khamzat is a very tall task, very difficult to deal with. I think we're looking at like round 1, round 2, Khamzat being very dominant. But I also think there's a world where, you know, all of a sudden things don't go so well, because, man, Sean can wrestle. And all of a sudden, round 2, Sean's defending. Round 3, round 2, round 3, Sean starts to defend, kind of finds his place, and he starts to take over the rounds. That's kind of how I'm seeing it. But I would definitely lean towards Khamzat in the first couple of rounds, and then maybe Sean's able to make it.
While Chimaev represents the mysterious and destructive fighter coming from the East, Strickland represents the outspoken and rebellious persona who isn't afraid to speak his mind, no matter how controversial. Their respective upbringings played a pivotal role in shaping their fighting identities. Chimaev's Chechen roots gave him the character of the mountains, toughness, and an absolute belief in victory. Conversely, the streets of California gave Strickland a sharp tongue and an unbreakable spirit. This cultural and geographical contrast added a global flavor to the confrontation, making it a clash between two completely different schools in the philosophy of fighting and life.
Come back.
Strickland has the cardio, we've seen that. Once Khamzat has to fight Strickland's fight, I just don't think he has a chance. I mean, Khamzat throws, he hits hard, he kicks hard, but not scary hard. And he's kind of predictable, you can see the shots coming. And with a guy like Strickland, some of the best defense in the whole of MMA. You're not going to catch him with something, you know, just if you don't set it up. And I don't think Khamzat has the skill set to set that knockout up. But it's fighting, so he can catch him. But no, if Khamzat takes him down that first round, holds him down, Strickland cannot get up, it's Khamzat's fight. That's it. But I do believe Strickland has every tool to not let that happen and maybe snatch that title away. It's going to be a very interesting fight. I think the first round is going to tell us how that fight's going to be.
Sean is like, you know, he's effective, and he's scrappy, and he hangs in there. He's so much more talented. You know, it's about who can relax and implement their game plan the best. And you know, Khamzat's doing everything he needs to, and I think he can really have a masterclass. I think last time out, there's a little bit of tension. You wanted to win the world title. Now he can go out there and be his best, and I expect the best from Khamzat. And I would love to see him put this American away. I mean, like, American but I like good people. Hamzat is a great person, through and through. Sean Strickland is a piece of shit.
Conclusion: the entire world awaits the moment the octagon door locks behind these two champions. What happened at the press conference in terms of violence and chaos was merely the spark for an impending sporting explosion. CHIMAEV and Strickland will have to prove who is more worthy of supremacy, away from the noise of microphones and camera flashes, in a true test of strength, will, and history. Do you believe that victory in this type of matchup goes to brute physical force or to psychological stability and the ability to endure provocation?
The idea is that today he can explore more the striking part. So that's why, if you guys pay attention to the train today, he will be using the boxing gloves. You know, even though we all know his specialty is the takedown, the wrestling, and the grappling. But today...
Thoughts about this exciting matchup in the comments section, and make sure to subscribe to our channel for more of the latest updates about this epic clash.